What is up, my beautiful babes and capes of the world? It's your girl Itskeilynnn, aka Itskeilynnn, and I am back with another mother freaking video.
Perfect, she don't understand. She's worth it. Hope that beauty goes deeper than the surface. Don't be afraid to catch fish. Red dressed up and chased.
Now today's look, I am going to do a kind of an elf look. Well, it is going to be an elf look, but it's also going to be a halo eye. So before we get started, as you can tell, I've already done the basics of the face. Now I'm just going to go into the eye look. So I'm going to take my James Charles palette and I'm going to go into Punch Me and use it as a transition color. So now that we have Punch Me, I'm going to go ahead and take this red shade here and I'm going to add that on the outer and inner corners and also in the crease to start that halo. So now that that is done, I'm just going to go and take a clean blending brush and blend my the red so that there are no harsh lines. So now that we have our red evenly distributed, I'm going to go and take my concealer and clean up the halo so that we can apply our next color. So now that our halo is now clean, it is time to go into the James Charles palette and add this green onto that concealer. So now that we have our green, it is time to go in and blend the two colors together. So what I'm going to do that is I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to dip into that red again and just blend those two colors together. So now I'm going to take another pencil brush and just go into that green and also do the same thing, but I'm going to go into the lighter green instead of the darker green. So now I'm going to go into my Juvia palette, or my Zulu palette by Juvia, and I'm going to dip into this shimmery green color here and apply that over on the top of the green on my eye. So now that that is done, I'm going to do my lashes and see you guys in a second. Alright, so now that we have lashes, it is time to complete the eye look. So now I'm going to go back into the James Charles palette and go into that red color and just smoke that out underneath my eye on a small brush. Now I did leave some space in the middle of the reds because I'm going to use that green and smoke that out underneath the eye as well. So now on a clean brush, I'm just going to blend that all in together. So now that the eye look is complete, it's time to draw our little elf hat, and I'm going to use my Maybelline New York Master Precise All Day eyeliner pen. Now to draw an elf hat, you can either, like, from what I have looked up, I don't know how to how to describe them, but they're really, obviously they're pointy, and some of them either have the rounded bottom or some of them have like the triangular bottom, like that is squared. I mean, that is a crown pretty much. So I'm just gonna do the one with the triangular bottom and try my best to recreate it. So I'm just gonna start with 3 little triangles across my eyebrow, just like that, and then I'm going to go in between 2 of the notches, or 2 of the little humps, and I'm going to draw another triangle. And obviously on top there is a little circle. And then I'm just gonna draw a small little elf ear coming at the bottom here by the arch of my eyebrow and connecting it to the hat. So obviously, as you guys can tell, I've made some mistakes, but don't worry. That's why we have concealer, and that's why that is how we're going to obviously fix it. So I'm going to add some more concealer, and I'm just going to fix my mistakes, and then we're going to start filling in the elf's hat. Alright, so now that we have put concealer on it, it looks a little messy, but we're going to obviously fix it. So I'm going to use my small beauty blender to just blend in the excess concealer so that it can all be one and not lumpy. I'm going to go in and use the colors red and green. Now you can do the top of the hat red or the bottom of the hat red, or vice versa. You can do the top of the hat green or the bottom hat green. I am going to do the bottom as green and the top as red. So I'm just going to take my James Charles palette again, do the bottom, fill in the bottom with green, and then fill in the top with red. I'm going to take my small beauty blender and I am going to fill in that circle at the top. I'm going to fill it in with the white color, and then I'm going to go from the James Charles palette, and then I'm going to go in with ring light and put that on top. Now for the little elf ear, I'm going to take Punch Me first, and then I'm going to darken it up a little bit with this. I can't remember what this is called. I wish I had my sheet, but I'm going to mix these 2 colors in. It's like an orangey peach shade to fill in the ear. Just so it can be not my skin complexion, but you know, you can still tell there's a skin complexion there. And I'm going to go back over it with a pencil just because it's smudged a little bit, so we're going to redo those lines. So So for blush, I'm going to use my blush palette by Profusion Cosmetics, and I'm going to actually take Playful today and Alive, just because I feel like elves are more on the cheery, playful side. So I'm going to take those two colors and mix them together and blush these cheeks. If you can tell, but there's definitely some shimmer, because for some, like, these can be used as like a pre-highlight, because there's definitely some shimmer in these blushes. So now that we are blushed, it's time to go in with highlight, and I'm just going to take my highlight and contour palette by Profusion, and I'm going to go into Devoted and Passion, and it's these two colors here. I wanted to try them together. And I'm going to put that, I'm going to use that as my highlight. So now I'm going to go back into my Zulu palette, and I'm going to go back into that green shimmer and just add that in the inner corners of my eye. Dramatic effect, I'm also going to add it underneath my brow bone, or on my brow bone. So now it is time for our lips, and of course you guys know I do not like to do red lips, but because we are in the spirit of Christmas, I am going to pop out the red lip again. So I'm going to take my NYX Professional Makeup, I feel like my NYX Professional Makeup, and this is in the shade Monte Carlo, and I'm going to add this to the lips. So now we're going to go back into that Zulu palette and add that green above our Cupid's bow and also in the center of the lip. Alright, so now it is time for setting spray. And this, guys, is the completed look. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share and subscribe. Also turn on that bell notification so you can see when I post. I just want to say I'm sorry for uploading late. I know this is a really late upload, but today has just been a day and we're just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys until tomorrow. Don't forget to always stay classy and a little bit trashy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Okay, my intuition never lies. There's nothing you can never hide. Already got this.